Committee to order. Will the record keeper please call the roll?
Alderman Lazara.
Here.
Alderman Jacob.
Here.
Alderman Winger. Alderman Catalano.
Here.
Alderman Sismarski.
Here.
Alderman Roy Wesley. Alderman Woods.
Here.
Alderman Eugene Wesley.
I declare a quorum. Next is I need a motion to approve the minutes of the meeting July 10th, 2014.
Make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, I need a motion, report and recommendation, 277 Edgebrook License Agreement.
I make a motion to approve the license agreement between the City of Wooddale and Simba Childcare.
Second.
Okay. Questions? Jennifer, you want to take this if we're...
Thank you. This is concerning the property at 277 Edgebrook that the city acquired last fall, demolished the existing single-family home that was on the property. The owners of Simba Childcare, which abut the property, have approached the city and requested the use of the rear portion of that lot to construct a play area for their students. They had previously used the Park District facility across the street, but the Park District has removed that equipment. They do not plan on replacing it, at least anytime in the near future. So they're looking for other alternatives to have an outdoor recreational area for the children there. With that, I would be happy to answer any questions. I will add that we do have the petitioners here tonight in case there are any specific questions for them.
Okay. Alderman Lazara.
Do they submit any kind of plans or drawings or anything of what this play area would look like, and also what part of the lot that it would be covering?
They have not developed plans yet. First, they wanted to see if the city was amenable to approving license agreements to allow them to do so. Let's see, what the second part of your question was.
If they had any plans or drawings?
Oh, yeah, they have not developed plans or drawings.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, I would think that I would like to see that first before I would agree to this, because I know that is where we had our pump station, right?
Correct.
And there was a lot of really bad water on
Also
that
correct.
property. And I'm just kind of leery about it.
Ms. Hennigan.
We did, Public Works did go out and take a look at the property, determine how much of the area would be needed for the new lift station. As I'm sure you know, the lift station is planned to be replaced after the treatment plant expansion is finished. And so they looked at how much area would be needed for that and determined that the eastern 105 feet, more or less, so really the eastern 2/3 of the property would be the area that Simba could use.
Alderman Lazara.
I guess my concern would be, is that land polluted? And not only if you know, we get a big storm again, is that going to flood again? Because, you know, we've had some nasty stuff happening there. So now we have kids playing on that property, and their equipment, you know, not the kids, but the equipment gets all full of that really bad sewage. I mean, you know, now you've got the equipment with it, then you got the land, the dry, whatever it could be on that ground. I'm sorry, I just don't think that's a good mix.
Alderman Winger.
Along the lines of what Alderman Lazara was saying, so my main thing is a petitioner aware, or the requester aware that we do have a sewage issue there, and I would think you'd want that fixed before going there to build the playground. So is that how you're going to time it, or are you pretty much, you know, thinking the sewage isn't going to make it to the other side of the lot? I don't know how far it goes.
Hi, my name is Savannah. What we think to do, you know, if you decide to, you know, make a decision to take a space, we try to put the fences around this area when we can use it. And probably we put the, the plastic toys, not in the ground, something where we can move or we can just put it in different way. And we not put the wood chips or we not put the sand, probably will be the grass, like we have it right now across the street using the playground. Because, and on this side of property, I don't see it a lot of water if we have some, heavy bad weather.
Okay, and if I may follow up,
One more.
Ms. Hennigan, so how far does the backup go when it backs up?
I'm not sure that we have information on that.
Mr. Murmas.
The whole area gets pretty messy over there.
Okay, thank you.
Alderman Eugene Wesley.
Okay. I have a couple of questions. First off, all the years I have sat up here, I don't ever remember to give a piece of land or let people put land or something like that on city property. I'll tell you that right now. The cell towers that we give the city, the cell tower people, we get paid for that. We get paid for the cell towers that are on our city property. Okay, so that Front Street, yeah, we give it right away on Front Street, but that also brings sales tax into our community because they are doing businesses along Front Street. They're going there and getting their stuff. The other issue I have on this is, first off, it's a city property. Is this park open to the public? Are you opening it up to the public?
Ms.
Can
Hennigan.
someone answer that?
Probably we're not going open for the public.
Okay, so then my vote is no. Thank you.
Okay.
Alderman Lazara.
Did you approach the Park District again?
We use the park district, across the street, the land.
Did you talk to them? And, I mean,
They
because
say
you said
okay.
they pulled the equipment out?
They take care of the playground. And most of them we use the grass, not the playground area.
Okay, my question is, did you talk to the Park District and ask if they were going to put equipment back? Because the Park District would be your more logical place to go to see if you can have a playground. And if the Park District had a playground there, and they pulled it out, the people in the area need to go to the Park District and say, we want our park back. So I think that's where you should really go, is to the Park District and get the people in the area to complain with you, because that park has had a playground for many, many years. So they should give you an answer as to why they pulled it out.
I don't know why, because probably, the water condition.
Yeah,
It's
well,
always,
Water
flooding.
condition?
The flood, when it's the heavy
Which is
rain.
the same reason that I would say no to you.
Yeah, only what we think about this, area, we don't need to cross the street with
Yeah,
the
I
kids,
get you.
This is more for safety, not.
Right. Yeah, but see, I don't think it's safe.
Mhm.
I think that there's some nasty stuff that floats around in that area and stays on the ground. And I would sure hate to see a lot of young kids getting sick. Because that's the problem, is that you can't really control what goes on that ground. That's why that house is torn down and it wasn't livable.
Mhm. Okay.
Alderman Catalano.
What changed? The license Jennifer, the license agreement says that the public can use it. And now,
That is correct. The city attorney has advised us that since it is city-owned property, that they would not be able to exclude members of the public from the property, but they don't also need to advertise that it's open to the public either.
but the owner just said, no, she's not going to let the public use it.
She would have to.
Oh, okay.
Alderman Lazara.
Is she able to, let's say we say no to her, but this is, of course, public property, right? Okay. Is she able to take her kids over there with some toys and play there without asking our permission? It is public. I mean, if I was a little kid and I had a bicycle, can I play there?
The guy that answers those questions is not here.
Well,
My
I'm just
guess would be
saying
no.
is, maybe she doesn't even need our permission if she wants to bring some kids there and play.
Right, if she was just gonna bring the plastic little tyke stuff over there, I would say that that probably wouldn't be a big deal.
Then she doesn't need our approval, only if she's gonna build something.
I'm not saying that out loud.
Well,
Mayor, please.
Yeah, I think I just also heard that there's gonna be a fence. A fence? She said there's gonna be a fence. We don't allow fences right near the street. Is that what she said?
Ms. Hennigan.
Did I hear her right?
The fence would be 50 feet back from the street.
Chain link fence we're talking about? With a bunch of toys locked in? Is that the kind of fence we're talking about?
Ms. Hennigan.
The design of the fence has not been specified.
But they are, and we don't even have the design of the lift station yet and how the property's gonna look and taken care of and everything at this time.
Mr. Jacob.
Just one comment. There's going to be a fence there, and according to the attorney, it has to be open to the public. So, to me, my answer is going to be a no, because now public could go into a place where children are, and I'm sure the parents wouldn't want public coming in there when their kids are there.
No more questions. Let's get a roll call vote.
Alderman Lazara.
no.
Alderman Jacob.
No.
Alderman Winger.
No.
Alderman Catalano.
No.
Alderman Sizmarsky.
Abstain.
Alderman Woods.
No.
Alderman Eugene
No.
Wesley.
Motion fails. Next is a report and recommendation for 17 West 111 Deer Path annexation. Ms. Hennigan.
This is a request for a straight annexation. It's an existing single-family home on Deer Path Road. It abuts the city boundaries on its west and south sides. They're not asking for any type of rezoning. The owners wish to annex the property into the city, demolish the existing home, and build a new one. At that time, they'd be required to extend sanitary sewer across the front of the property.
Alderman Eugene Wesley.
Is that on a well? Is there a well down that property?
Ms. Hennigan.
I am not certain of that.
So my question is, we're going to annex it in, I'm in favor of it, but, and then tie into our sanitation line, right, that we got up there, right? Is that,
Yes.
okay, so what about the water line?
They would need to tie into city water as well. The water the water line is already in front of the
So they would have to
property.
cap their well?
Yes.
Well, that's why I was just asking, do they have a well? Okay, so I will make a motion to approve this, providing that it's, and writing that he caps his well once he's rebuilt and taps into our water.
Second that motion.
Do you want to amend that he has to tap into the sewer and the water?
I'm sorry, sewer and water.
Okay.
See, sewer and water.
Does the
and
seconder
cap
agree?
as well.
Alderman Jacob.
I do have one question. When they tear down the house and build the house, is it gonna be annexed in before that, so it's gonna be building codes of Wooddale, or is it gonna be the county, they're gonna build it under a permit from the county?
It will be built under the city codes.
No other questions? Let's have a roll call vote.
Alderman Lazara.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Winger.
Yes.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky.
Yes.
Alderman Woods.
Yes.
Alderman Eugene
Yes.
Wesley.
Motion passes. Next items to be considered at future meetings, Euler Clock Tower, August 14th. Does anybody have anything that they would like to put on the agenda?
The facade
Okay, the facade
What?
program.
Facade program.
Hearing no other, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned.